Well, this is kind of unusual. I'm going to be having some extremely hot breaking news that has something to do with Tesla, but not much. But could have a lot to do with the stock market on Friday. This is Randy Kirk. Kick, like, subscribe, notify, all that jazz. Okay, we're just going to go right into the news here. Putin says he is ready to end war as fighting with Ukraine is a tragedy. Putin also blamed Ukraine's President Zelensky for the continued fighting, saying Russia has never refused peace talks. We know about, Putin, and he might be lying or telling the truth, but this is pretty amazing. By the way, this is currently the headline on Drudge. It is from a resource that I am not familiar with. Let's see, it is called express.co.uk, news of the world. So, if I'm not a big fan of Drudge anymore, but I will tell you that I think Drudge, usually their resources are news organizations that they have some kind of faith in. This is the author of this story is Charlie Bradley. I have no idea who that is. So the story goes on. I'm just going to read it. The Kremlin chief who sent his troops into Ukraine last February blamed Volodymyr Zelensky for the continued violence. Both sides have lost thousands of soldiers on top of many civilian deaths in the Ukraine. Putin is reportedly poised to use his speech at an upcoming G20 meeting to urge world leaders to work out a strategy for ending the war. In a virtual meeting on Wednesday, the Russian president said, quote, military actions are always a tragedy, and of course we should think about how to stop this tragedy. Going on, he says, by the way, Russia has never refused peace talks with Ukraine. Ukrainian President Zelensky signed a decree in October 2022 declaring that peace talks between the country and Putin are impossible. Putin has also discussed wider geopolitical issues, saying that economic activity around the world is moving towards Asia. He added that Russia has shipped grain to Africa free of charge and emphasized the country's willingness to contribute to global climate and development goals. Now, my only commentary on this, I don't have much to say. It's breaking news. The main thing I would say is I'm about 99% sure that there is a presidential election coming up in Russia. Not that I think that Putin has any chance of losing in Russia. He is going to be reelected handily. Everything I've heard is that he has very high marks from the Russian folks. The Russian people even are in favor of the war in Ukraine. So I'm not sure why he would necessarily need to talk about peace in order to stimulate any interest in his election. Maybe some of the issues that are happening with regard to not being able to be a full partner in commerce around the world is starting to have a bite. That could be a problem. Maybe he's just tired of the war and looking at winter. We are November 22nd here. It's going to be getting nasty in the Ukraine, and everybody is going to be suffering on both sides. No idea. Maybe he thinks that he's at a point right now where Zelensky is not very happy. Maybe he thinks that Zelensky is weak right now, so he might be able to get more right now than he would be able to, say, next spring. No, I'm just adding up stuff. I listened to a lot of commentary on all of this. There's been some commentary in the last 24 or 36 hours that I've heard from various historians and national leaders and folks. I don't know if you listened to, anyway, some of these podcasts from really respected individuals who are saying that this was a really bad decision. This was a big miss on the part of the United States, a big miss on the part of Russia. And this was a war that should not have happened. Not that you can claim any should. Anyway, we're going to see here how this all works out. But I thought I would put together a video for my crowd. You will be the first among the first in the country to have a clue that this is going on. If you are happy with the fact that I interrupted your Thanksgiving Eve to report this, please hit like, subscribe, notify, and all that jazz. I will still see you tomorrow with breaking news. At that point, maybe I'll have an update on this particular news as well. Hey, it's been great talking to you.